What's up, guys? DK here with Collector's Impact, and today we're going to have a very short video just showcasing some cards that I recently got off of eBay. I always love browsing eBay and trying to find some good deals on rare cards, and this time I happened to stumble upon the Dangerous Divas Sultry Seductress entire subset. So I ended up winning the whole thing, and I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. But before we jump into it, if you wouldn't mind, please give the video a thumbs up as it greatly helps the channel. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe to the Collector's Impact. Alright, so let's jump in and take a look at these 9 cards. This is all 9 of the chase cards from the Sultry Seductress subset. The set, as a general rule, is in landscape orientation. I probably should have had one of the regular cards to show a comparison, but the regular base cards in the set are they're pretty hideous, in my honest opinion, at least from subset 1, because they are landscape and they're just not the best art. But the subset here, the Sultry Seductress subset, pretty good cards, pretty high quality, nice foiling and everything, obviously very nice artwork. So if you could manage to pick up a set of this, if you're in the market for this type of a thing, if you like these cards, these particular superheroes from Marvel, these cards are pretty nice. And another thing to note about them is they only produced 8,000 boxes total, which is actually a really short print run. But anyway, let's get into looking at these. So the first one here, of course, is Tigra, and you can see all of the cards have the same template where they're pink. They've got like this pink flame stuff going on, and a circle in the center, and black. And overall, just the flavor and feel of these particular cards it's awesome. I really like them. I mean, there are some other subsets in here as well that have, like, the card is solid white and it has like a character like superimposed over the white background, and those are nice. They're definitely nice, but these take the cake in terms of really nice. And there are sketch cards as well, but they're pretty dang hard to get. I don't even have one yet. The next card here is Psylocke, and she's in an alternate costume. This one I'm not too big of a fan of, honestly. This alternate costume, it's kind of like when you play a video game and you get an alternate costume for one of the really good characters, and then you're like, why? Why is that the costume that they chose for this character? I mean, Psylocke's original, just her OG outfit is really nice, and then this is just kind of like, it's like she's going to a dinner party or something, which, I mean, it's fine, but it just isn't what I would have pictured for Psylocke, but whatever. Next up, this one right here is probably most people's favorites. It's my second favorite in the set, and finding it as a single card is actually really difficult. It's one of the famous artwork covers from The Amazing Spider-Man. I can't remember the exact issue off my head, but I'm sure that you guys know. All the comic fans out there watching this know. This is definitely one of the fan favorite art covers, and this card does not disappoint. It's beautifully made. I would like to get a few extra copies of this card for grading and whatnot. Next up, we've got Kitty Pryde. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this one, I noticed this particular card is a little bit washed out. So that's not actually the case. That is the card itself. It's slightly washed out in terms of its printing. I'm sure that that's just a printer variation. I don't expect every copy of this card that was produced to look exactly like this. But just something fun to note. There is a little bit of printer variation in some of these cards on occasion. And moving on to the Goblin Queen. Yeah, this one is just all around kind of middle of the road in terms of artwork and stuff. I mean, she kind of reminds me of like Cruella de Vil or something with the fur coat and just the weird evil look on her face. Or like the Queen from Snow White or something. Probably could have done better presentation, but overall, not bad. And then we move on to Emma Frost. Now, this particular art, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not exactly sure, what they were thinking here with this one, but whatever. To each their own. It's okay. It's a little bit dark, you know what I mean? Like, it looks kind of evil, whereas these cards, I kind of expect them to be kind of upbeat and fun. Next is Brunhild. I think that's how it's pronounced, but anyway, this card, it reminds me of like some Final Fantasy sort of artwork or something with the giant sword on her back and everything. It's like something from Final Fantasy VIII. It's very cool. It's not as dark as that Emma Frost in terms of its flavor, so I'm cool with it. I mean, it's all right. It's another one of those middle of the road kind of arts. All right, next is Black Queen. This card is pretty sweet. I mean, it is dark, but it is the Black Queen, so it's very fitting as well. Overall presentation on this, no complaints. It's a pretty solid one. Definitely solid. And then, of course, everything is in the eye of the beholder. What I like might, some people might not like it. And then what you like, obviously, could be the other way. So that's kind of the fun of these cards, right? That's why you can look at all of them and then decide what single ones you want to go after, unless you just want to go after the whole set, or you just want to see the cards. All right, and then the last one is Black Cat, which if you've watched my channel and some of the other videos where I've shown a few of the cards from this set before, I actually pulled this one from a booster box of cards. This is a second copy that I had because I had the other one graded, which I'll go ahead and show as a bonus content here in the end to show you something pretty cool with that. But yeah, this card overall, this one has the best flavor in my opinion. Her in that Spider-Man like fan suit thing going on and biting that necklace and stuff. This one's flavor is over 9,000 and I love it. This is my favorite card in the subset by far. As mentioned, here is the graded version of that card. So this one you can notice right away. I had this one graded by SGC. And at first I was a little bit apprehensive about that decision, but now that I have it, I really like it. I personally like this CGC like tuxedo case treatment for this particular card more than I would like it in a PSA clear case. It just really makes the card pop. So that's just one fun thing to note here at the end of the video in terms of grading. If you're looking to grade certain cards, SGC's tuxedo treatment really, it has its benefits a lot in these comic book cards. It can really make some of them pop so well in comparison to the other grading slabs, at least in my opinion. In terms of raw value, SGC is not as valuable as PSA and stuff like that, but in terms of just presentation for your own collection, this is becoming a pretty big preference for me, at least for these types of cards. All right, well, that wraps up the video for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that presentation of all 9 subset cards from the Dangerous Divas Series 1. I am working on procuring the subset of the same, the Sultry Seductress subset from Series 2 as well. So if I get my hands on that, I will go ahead and make a follow-up video showcasing those cards as well. So thanks again for coming by. Again, if you don't mind, please give the video a big thumbs up. It helps. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.